Here we go. 6-6. Pull it high. 5.
Back to throw. Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jones off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker in the 7 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Watch the safety creep. Joker.
On 2nd down, Kamara. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
53. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey. Go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 2-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones now on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
64, weak. Screen. Watch screen. Catch it. 49, check 5.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. They run it again with Kamara, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 34 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
95-56. Back. Kill. 5-1.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Latavius Murray, 65 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Throwing Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
55 is my guy, 55. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 40 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he'll bang that one through. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The toss out to Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First down, New York.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a Giant first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Good, 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 good. 5-4, ready. Here we go, 21, 21. Smooth. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 27 yards there, a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. David Onyemata in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a walk. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron